the government, war, any kind. Oh, we're playing a game. Ah, crap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies. Sorry, guys, my voice isn't warmed up for this. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ghostlight Gaming here, guys. Welcome back to another Just Cause 3. No, just kidding. Got you, right? Welcome back to some more Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Today, guys, we're on Mission 40. I know I skipped a lot. This is the Cloaked in Silence. Shh. It's my new demon horse. So I can get some quiet and quiet action. No. That would be funny. So this is the harder version of Cloaked in Silence. We'll see how hard it is.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point? There she is. The enemy sniper.
Boss, come in. Boss?
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point? There she is. The enemy sniper. The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp. Shoot on sight, boss. Look out, boss. Take cover. There's a laser sight trained on your head. Outside the enemy's line of sight. Get into position undetected and attack from behind or the side. The sniper's that good. You using a laser sight? It's like Quiet's trying to say, the next one will kill you.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
I'm not dealing with Quiet anymore. No, screw you, Quiet. No, not dealing with you. I prefer the better you. For the other you, please. Did I get an actual sniper rifle that will hit ya and possibly kill ya? Not dealing with ya. Now, how do I get parasites? How do you get parasites? Can I ask?
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Now let's do some side ups. Not today, buddy. Maybe in the future. Oh, Quiet. Vehicles. That's a Quiet. I want to use D-Horse a bit. Alright, well, Quiet. We gotta go in here and extract the legendary guy again. Actually, I wonder, what if I am not really Snake?
Be careful down there, boss.
Nope. Yeah. Alright, so I've got my tank. Get ready.
Watch out, boss! Target acquired. In hot.
Where?
In hot. Watch out, boss. P1 is in hot. Find cover. Okay, subject is in. Hot. Watch out, boss. P1 is in hot. Find cover. Target acquired. In hot.
They were running. We're going.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Oh, yes. Alright. I want to go here. Buddy D-Horse.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Let me reload. I want this. Yep, because I told her to. I love the whole wormhole thing, because when I'm grabbing people, they can't shoot them. That's what I like. It's a faster way to extract stuff. And I won't lose stuff. Always great. No, it's not a button. This button. There we go. Go this way. Let's get to Outpost 1. And then we'll come back down, yeah. Let's go. Been on you, but in a long time. that horn. You're a unicorn. Go. Go, go, go. Come on, new horse. Up. Come on, you got hellfire. Go. Old. Gotcha. Use some of that money. So if it costs 600 just to save these guys. They look cool in this anyways, so. There. Keep going.
Speak. Where are your friends? Hands up. Spit it out. Where are your friends?
Okay. Off it goes.
You gonna extract him?
Alright, one more. Alright, keep it. I gotta hold it in generally. Oh well. That's why we had a question. We gotta read about Emmerich too. Alright, let's Let's listen to that really quick. Questioning you.
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
Well, I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work.
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go in. Ready?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Sit there.
squad. Approaching position.
Okay, copy that.
Position squad. I have arrived at marker. Cover fire. In hot. In hot. Watch out, boss.
Are you kidding me? Why were they all piling up?
Snake, talk to me. Snake.
I'm dead. Shut up. Seriously, why were they all piled up there? Like, you gotta be kidding me. She had like a charge attack. I'm doing two things at once, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is. Whee! Up. This video is unavailable. Kiss my butt.
Yeah.
Whee!
Yeah. Yeah.
Off you go. Alright, go. You keep saying that this video is unavailable. It is. It's my video. I'm live. I'm streaming. You know what?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not on fire, I wish you were a horse.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Really? Yeah, because I can activate my horse from here. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep moving. Please stop. People don't want to see this. This video is unavailable. Okay, I'm on good. I'm gonna operate two things here at once. It's not really going well. If I get rid of everything and then get back into YouTube, maybe it'll fix itself. You guys like my theory, which this is starting to become a pain in my ass.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
This time she got
Where are your friends? He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright. Come here, buddy. Don't know why I can't access my own freaking video, but whatever. Alright, weapons. I go. Okay. It's the stun. Okay, got it. I like it for this blood off me, please, and then I'll like it to stop raining. And now you can stop raining. I'm just gonna go in like this. Eliminate heavy infantry. I'll kill them once a minute.
That's the target.
Where is... Yes, I did before I left. Alright. Looks like it.
extract him.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
Alright, off we go.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I feel like there's more. So go to D and then C. But I gotta color a little bit of a supplies.
Please select the supplies requested.
Bang bang. Bang bang. Bang bang. Okay, hop in. Really, you can't jump over that. Fine. Should just grab it off my horse, but whatever. so you can go.
The Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Fire.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
Roger that.
C4 should work.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
That will do nicely. I'm gonna grab this. Everything's gonna go crashing down. Let's out. Forward. Why would you stop? Keep going. Good boy. Go, go, go. See one.
That's the target. The Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Please select a strike point.
Where are the others?
You gotta extract him.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Yeah.
You gotta extract him.
What happened?
Extraction arrived at NOOOO.
Okay, it might be a cutscene. Hold on.
captured it alive.
I don't care what...
Boss, we have an emergency. There's been another outbreak of the vocal cord parasites on the base. Several men are dead. It started in the laboratory on the quarantine platform where the radiation leak occurred. I'd only just deployed the security team. I've sent in a rescue team to help, but they haven't returned. Boss, I need you on this. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
What is going on? Just a problem after another.
Here we go again. There's been another outbreak in the laboratory. The quarantine platform. We sent a team to investigate and recover the survivors, but they haven't returned.
There's nothing on the radio either. We got a backup team ready to go. Just give the order and
I'll go alone.
Boss, what are you... There's no need for that.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
We have no idea what's going on in there.
Exactly. Anyone still alive's at their breaking point. Last thing we need is another unit storming in. No telling how they'd react.
Fine. First off, check how much the infection has spread. Rescue comes next, after we know the situation. When you're ready to move, just use the iDroid.
And this time we're going to become Quiet Snake. Oh, speaking of quiet. Quiet! It's not really slitting his throat, it's just daggering it.
We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. We need more information. Find out what's going on, boss. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Vehicles. We're going as this. Good mission.
Boss, we have another outbreak of the vocal cord parasite inside the quarantine platform's laboratory. Several men are dead. It began after we discovered that radiation leak in the facility's research block. Boss, let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! What the? Shit!
We've sealed all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out. One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
For now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. The eggs propagate out of sight. No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there.
We don't talk.
There's our quarantine tent. Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
It all makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but...
Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
Guess we're going in with this.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit. We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Never have a gun.
Stay back! Stay back!
Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Wait!
He's got a mask. He's with the rescue team. And the guy from before.
Wait!
What the hell were you thinking? Mission failed.
Search the building and locate whoever sent that transmission. Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Stay back! Stay back!
Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Step aside, boss. I just want to go outside. I can't die in this hell. I'm not infected. I can't die. If I am, I don't want to go out like this.
Boss, it's you.
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going.
Sorry. Radio shut up when I did. They opened fire when we entered. I couldn't bring myself to shoot back. Like you said, boss. Never point a weapon at one of your own. I'll be fine.
Another transmission.
I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation.
They're killing the Max people. Why?
Boss.
What the hell happened?
At least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
Damn it.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land. The whole world will be infested.
Shoot him.
let them outside! Damn it! We can't allow any contagious individuals to leave. Shoot, Snake! That's it. That's good. You still have those goggles. If you see a glow in someone's throat, that means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick death. He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now. Len. I'm sorry. Snake! You just killed your own... Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Are here to kill us! Why?
Oh no.
You're insane, Snake! He was one of your men!
Boss!
You yourself said we're a family! Or was it all lies?
Don't kill me!
Shooting your own men. That's not the big boss I knew.
They're going outside! No, we're dead anyway! Boss! Boss! That's up the boss to decide. We live and die by your order, boss. Boss!
Oh no. Oh, don't look. They're all... Goodbye.
Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles. Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
Let the boss decide. No. I'll be honest, I feel very bad, but I had to. Oh my god.
Got a survivor. Unlock the door.
Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him. Could it have progressed this quickly? Boss, take another look at him with the goggles. He is infected. I don't believe it.
Maybe it got in through my wounds. Waiting now. All of them. Do it.
There's just no words. They let me kill them.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What?
He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I will always be with you. Plant your roots in me.
What? Oh, because it's more honorable because now you're with them.
I won't see you in his ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Oh, wait, you can turn ashes into diamonds? Oh, that's awesome. Make it like kind of like a tag. Interesting. Wow. Okay, that was weird and very sad. I should call this video something else. I did not know this was gonna happen.
boss. I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. Yet you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Alright, hold on. I'm just still, like... I don't know how to put it.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
Let's go. Well, though, I'm still just like shocked. First of all, what the heck did we just do?
Angola's Mafinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. To the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cypher's. Keeping tabs on UNITA can tell us who's pulling its strings.
Alright, cassettes. Let's listen.
Well, Doctor,
That's step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
assuming the vocal cord perishes.
First, make your way to the oil facility. is to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp.
Mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason, no banner. But it's how they survive.
Okay.
The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're staying in. You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. With that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company, a client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Talk. Damn it! Mission's a failure.
Screw that. Okay, now can we listen to that recording again? Because I didn't hear it because of this freaking crap. But wow, I mean, there's no other place to put that from last video.
Boss, about the prisoner you extracted from the central base camp. It seems that he's not the legendary gunsmith either. Just another one of his apprentices. Now I'm really dying to meet this guy. We got intel on his location from the apprentice. Think you can recover him? I've added the details to your side ops list.
You sure there isn't anything else? Where is it?
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays. Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. And with that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Hmm.
12 hours after exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me. They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death, attracted by these sweet secretions. They have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract
even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
Wow.
The whole idea of the vocal cord parasites was that they'd only copulate once exposed to a specific language over time. But the parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it?
Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats. They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the Volbachia, and copulation could not occur. So we thought, but it is the Volbachia that mutated.
Not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Volbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts?
Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation.
Precisely. But other Volbachia strains use different methods. Cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis? Aphids? Aphids use that to reproduce via females only.
Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male present, creating clones of themselves in explosive numbers. Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Volbachia force this to occur, to create more and more infected females.
And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye.
Volbachia causing parthenogenesis is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Volbachia I introduced to your men did not have this characteristic, but I believe the mutation, whatever it was, caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasites. The Volbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
There's something else. The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible?
Parasites altering the host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature. Long ago, the vocal cord parasites had this ability. But even I never foresaw they might control humans. Until I heard the things your man said.
You mean the researcher on the top floor? The bit about, I'm not a snail.
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium that uses snails as intermediary hosts. As you know, snails prefer dark, gloomy environments. But once parasitized by Leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles his antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble caterpillars.
I don't get it. It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive host. To breed, they require their snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight.
So you mean the staff trying to get outside
was so the birds could pick at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places and to be outdoors. I can only surmise that both the Wolbachia and the parasites mutated before the ancestors of the vocal cord parasites infected humans. Their hosts were birds. What we saw in the laboratory was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself, just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose their instinctive caution and run right up to cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans. Surely our minds are too complex for that.
I thought just the same. Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
But to think that mutations occurred in both the Wolbachia and its parasite hosts.
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once indicates the presence of a powerful mutagen.
I see. Keep working on narrowing down what it was.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, I hope you guys like this video. In the next video, I'm gonna have to go through all of these here and just listen to all of them. So that'd be the next video is what I'm gonna do. But I hope you guys like this video, because I did. It was sad. I hated it. But cool. Okay. Cool in a cool way, I guess. But I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button, thumbs up. It always shows me love and support. Subscribe and hit that bell for a notification. Live stream or video I do in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I so hate myself. I want to see this ultimate hamburger, but I hate myself for doing that. God, I don't know. Don't look at me that way. There's just nothing to say after that. I'll be honest with you. And am I short on staff now? Nope. I need to do some base facilities. Just gonna flip that right out. Alright then.